Sometimes, the smallest acts of kindness happen in the quietest moments, when no one is watching, when there's nothing to gain, and when hearts are most exposed. This is one of those moments. A night that began with disappointment turned into something neither of them could have imagined. She thought she was being stood up. He thought he was just helping a stranger. And neither of them knew that this simple choice to stay would change both of their lives forever. Before we begin, take a second to support the channel. If stories like this move you, please subscribe, like the video, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your support helps us bring more meaningful stories to life here on your channel name. Now let's begin. Emily Carter sat alone at a small corner table in a cozy downtown Chicago restaurant. Soft jazz played in the background, candles flickered gently, and couples around her laughed quietly over dinner. She checked her phone again. No new messages. Her date was 25 minutes late. Emily took a slow breath and tried to keep her composure. She wore a simple navy dress, nothing flashy, her hair pulled back neatly. To anyone watching, she looked calm. Inside, she felt that familiar sting of embarrassment. She had almost canceled tonight. Her assistant had encouraged her to try being normal for once, so she had agreed to a blind date, arranged by a mutual friend who knew nothing about her real life. No one here knew that Emily Carter was the CEO of a global tech company worth billions. Tonight, she just wanted to be a woman having dinner. But the empty chair across from her told a different story. Across the room, Daniel Reyes noticed her right away. He wasn't trying to. He was just waiting for his takeout order, standing near the counter with his jacket draped over one arm. Daniel was 36, a construction project manager by day, and a full-time single dad by night. His 7-year-old daughter, Sophia, was at home with his sister. Daniel saw the way Emily kept glancing at the door. He recognized that look. Had seen it once on his own face, years ago, when his wife didn't come home. When her phone buzzed again and she sighed softly, Daniel made a decision without thinking too hard. He walked over slowly, careful not to intrude. "Hey," he said gently. "Sorry to bother you. I think your date might not be coming." Emily looked up, startled, then let out a small, tired laugh. "That's becoming painfully clear." Daniel nodded. "If you want, I can sit for a few minutes, just so it doesn't feel so awkward. No pressure." Emily hesitated. Everything in her life was controlled, scheduled, analyzed. This wasn't. And maybe that was exactly why she smiled and said, "That would be nice. Thank you." He pulled out the chair and sat down, keeping a respectful distance. Daniel, Emily. They talked at first about nothing important, the weather, the food, the terrible parking downtown, but soon the conversation grew easier. Daniel told her about Sophia, about how she insisted on pancakes shaped like stars every Sunday. Emily listened, truly listened, something she rarely got to do. She didn't talk about work. She said she was in business. Daniel didn't push. He spoke about losing his wife to illness 5 years earlier, about learning to braid hair from YouTube videos, about the quiet strength kids seemed to carry. Emily felt her chest tighten, not with sadness, but with warmth. When the waiter came, Daniel offered to leave. Emily shook her head. "Stay. Please." They ordered dessert instead of dinner, chocolate cake with 2 forks. They laughed when Daniel admitted Head only come in for takeout. Time passed unnoticed. At the end of the night, Emily reached for her purse. Daniel raised his hand. "I've got it." "You don't have to," she said. "I know. I want to." Outside, the city lights reflected off the pavement. They stood for a moment, neither wanting to say goodbye. "Thank you," Emily said quietly. "For staying." Daniel smiled. "Sometimes people just need someone to sit with them." They exchanged numbers, no expectations. Over the next few weeks, they met for coffee, then walks, then dinners. Daniel never asked about her money. Emily never felt judged or managed. She felt seen. One evening, Emily invited Daniel to her home. When he arrived, he froze. The house was stunning, modern, expansive. He looked at her, confused. "I need to tell you something," Emily said, her voice shaking. "I'm not just in business. I run the company. All of it." Daniel took a moment, then he nodded slowly. "Okay. That's it?" she asked, surprised. "You're still Emily," he said. "The woman who laughed with me over bad cake." Tears filled her eyes. Daniel later introduced Emily to Sophia. She knelt down, eye level, and asked about star pancakes. Sophia decided instantly that Emily was special. Months later, Emily publicly announced a major initiative funding housing, childcare, and education programs for single parents. When asked what inspired it, she simply said, "Someone once stayed when they didn't have to." Daniel never knew his small act would ripple so far. Emily never forgot the night she learned that kindness, given freely, is the most powerful force of all. Sometimes, love doesn't arrive with fireworks. Sometimes it sits down quietly and says, "You don't have to be alone." If this story touched your heart, remember this: kindness doesn't need an audience. You never know who you're helping or how deeply your presence might change a life. Go out today and choose kindness. The world needs it more than ever.